last summer. Well, she was out to kill your mind. And now you're home and defensive, like a dog guarding a bone.
Place, you're a genius.
The best wrestler around,
right.
No denying it.
We did.
I love Dean Price so much.
Dean Price.
Bless you all. Except this dodgy cunt.
I don't think Jesus called people dodgy cunts.
He did.
I have the edited version on my computer, and I didn't upload it yet. So,
with the bleep the.
We got the uncensored version again today.
My mum said that word the other day. The first time I've ever heard her use it, and it just shocked me a bit. I've never been so proud.
Dodgy. Wow. There we go. Dodgy.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Welcome to the program. You are watching Triple D. It is Dynamite with Dezzie and Dean. Thank you very much for joining us today. Wow, it is a big one today. It is October 15th today, but the October 14th edition of AEW Dynamite. And my goodness, it was slated to be a huge show. The 1-year anniversary of Dynamite. And we celebrated it. But my gosh, was that a roller coaster. Dean, what do you, overall, what do you think of the night?
Overall, the show, I'm a little bit disappointed. I can't lie. I think it had a better start, but peaked with the MJF and Jericho in ring segment. And I feel like the title matches after that were, underwhelming is the only thing I can say, which is such a shame because obviously we love this show. We adore it, and it's a year old, fantastic. That year's breezed by because we've been entertained every week. And I was entertained. This was still a good show, but the standard's so high now. And because it's such a big show that I still feel it all felt a little bit flat, which obviously we'll get into.
Absolutely. The first match, I definitely share your sentiments here. The first match here was the tag team titles. Jim Ross starting it off saying working with AEW makes pro wrestling fun again. And I agree. Hell yeah, man. It totally does. And I've got this great sentiment to start off the show. Man, Chuck Taylor, great athleticism here. Huge dive. And he's a tall dude. But really, he isn't. Everybody who's my height or more, who's 6'1", anybody taller than me is a tall dude, and I'm like 6 feet, minus the little blonde mohawk. So I'm like 6 feet, and so everybody taller than me is a tall dude.
6 foot.
So.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm 5'11". I'm
6 foot, and I'm sure I stand there. Well, let's say an inch taller. That's my heels, though. That might be my heels.
No, I'd say you're a good peen height, like a good like height more than me. Anyways, I thought you were much taller in person. Anyways, I don't know. Anyways,
this is wrestling. Everyone's taller and heavier than
right?
they really are.
Exactly. 7 feet tall, 500 pounds. Hell yeah, man. Here we go. So Trent goes headfirst through the arcade cabinet. I thought that was, as an arcade aficionado, obviously, I got Mortal Kombat right here. Oof, that one was a little bit of a hard spot for me to take, but there we go. Trent taking that one. Chuck blasted with the title belt here. Man, nobody's going to kick out of that, right? Like, well, hey, right? Good match to start, though. It didn't light my fire. Didn't light my world on fire like, say, Wardlow. Or Brody Lee, or Luchasaurus, or Will Hobbs, or Brian Cage, or Cody, or Paige, or Omega, or Mox, or Chris. But it's something, right? It's something. Miro comes back, beats up the best friends because they trashed Kip's arcade. Miro and Kip versus Sean Maluda. So that was the first one there. What do you think of that opening match there?
I thought the first 10 minutes pretty standard tag team action. Not much exciting about it. I think towards the end, the last 5 minutes, the pace and the drama really picked up, and I did start to enjoy it then. Like, best friends had plenty of near falls, 2 that needed breaking up. So even though they lost the match, FTR had to cheat to win. So best friends are still strong in defeat. We've been on about like the way FTR have been, a bit slimly heeled, cheating, but it sort of worked here. Like, best friends are a good team. They talked about the record they've got in AEW. Yeah. So this is a real challenge for FTR. So they've had to go down that route. Even though they were saying they're the best in the world, on their day they could beat them. But it was good for best friends. Even though I'm not high up on that act, it was good for them to keep them strong. You want teams strong. This is a strong division. So the more teams that are strong, the better. And let's spot with an arcade machine. I loved Miro coming out. afterwards. FTR left, didn't they? And then Miro just wiped him out. Mate, I love Miro. I think there's two separate notes of fuck, I love Miro. Two separate spots. So it was okay, but I enjoyed the finish of the match.
Right. And then we got Miro and Kip versus Sean Maluda and Lean Johnson. Lee Johnson. Oh, Lean Johnson. I don't know. I got in my notes. Yeah. In my notes, I had it all over the place here. I'm like, I was just waiting for it. I'm like, what's his name? Miro almost ripped Sean Maluda's head off with that game over. Like, you could tell he was like ready. He was in position. He's like, my arms are locked in, and it kind of slipped over. So he's like, oh no, and he just pulled his head off. And I love how he calls them the good friends. Good friends, you break my shit. I know, game over, right? Like, that was awesome. You guys are good friends. Break my shit, game over. I thought that was pretty cool. Can't wait to see more of Miro. You know, obviously he's just starting off here with Kip, and just waiting for him to hit that singles run and really start ripping through this meaty roster.
Yeah, it was a quick squash, but like Kip, this was a Miro in action, really. Kip was just there. I think it one move and then got straight back out.
Pretty much, yeah.
I love Miro. Anytime we see him, even if it's a bit in action, and I like it. So at least they've got a feud now off the back of this with a very strong tag team. Like we're talking about, our best friends have been put over strong in defeat. One of the best records in the tag division. They've had this is the second title fight, so this would be a good feud to really put Miro over and drag Kip along with. By if they can beat the best friends in their record. So I'm excited for that, and hopefully Miro does.
Listen to this fucking man. Do you love Miro, Dean? Asking.
I fucking adore Miro.
I can't wait for my big Miro cutout.
Not as much as Brandy, obviously, but you know, I do like him.
There we go. We love Brandy. We love Brandy on the show here. Archer out backstage beating the shit out of Moxley here. Beating the shit out of Moxley. Tournament begins next week. The finals are going to be at Full Gear. Penta versus Phoenix in the first round.
Yes. So much yes. So much yes. So much yes.
I've actually got... where are we going here now? I have something here. I've got cool visual aids today. Ooh. Yeah,
we're saying that Hangman and Omega was on opposite sides of the bracket, so they can meet in the final if that's the way they're going. I'm not 100% sure they will, but
I don't know here. So this is here's what we got here now.
Look at Look at this pro setup now.
Yeah, we got Penta and Ray here taking off in the first round, and that's interesting in itself.
Yeah,
let's talk. You know what I mean? The fact that that's happening there. Omega and Janela. I'm sorry, but this could be Joey Janela's time to shine here. Good God, a win over Kenny Omega, putting himself over in the World Title Eliminator Tournament, could be the bad boys' time to shine. Let me tell you that. And on the opposite side of the brackets, we got Colt Cabana. Boom Boom is going against Hangman Page. And again, if Colt wants to show the Dark Order that he is something, a win here could definitely be what he needs. And then, oh my gosh, Wardlow. Oh my gosh, versus Jungle Boy. Are you kidding me? This is going to be insane. Jungle Boy is going to get tossed like at least 40 feet. At least 40 feet.
I feel like Wardlow needs to go over Jungle Boy because we haven't seen him in ring. So I think obviously Jungle Boy's got heart. It's going to be a good showing from him, but I'm sure that Wardlow will get that win, and that would be a tasty semi-final of Hangman and Wardlow. Like, I would be so up for that match. Match.
I mean, let's just be honest here, right? I think we're going to see. I would love to see Penta L0. I'd love to see Penta go over Ray Phoenix here. You know. I want to see Penta versus Omega would be a huge match. I mean, come on, it's gonna be right, and we're gonna see Page versus Wardlow, and this is what brings us into another topic here. But I think we're gonna see Hangman Page versus Kenny Omega in the finals of this tournament, and it's like that's awesome. We want to see the match, but it's already being told, right? That story is already being told. They're gonna they have a story already. They've got this tag team history together. I think that they were going to meet anyways. So why do this whole tournament just to have that? You know what I mean?
If they do meet, because like both Penta and Phoenix, so whichever one wins that match, because it's not so easy to call, I don't think. They're both credible enough that it's not the biggest shock in the world for them to beat Omega.
Yeah, that's right.
at all. So maybe they could avoid that. I think Hangman will get to the final. I do, but like I say, if it happens that match, I'd rather that were sort of keep them separate until, just to build it up a bit more, like this blowout between them. You know what I mean? Imagine if, like the way Kenny Omega's been saying Hangman or the tag team wrestler Hangman. So imagine if Hangman gets the shot first.
Yes.
After Kenny putting him down. So I could see a Hangman Penta final possibly.
Yes.
And then Kenny being the one that has to chase Hangman then. That, Hangman takes a step above. I could see that happening. But I won't be upset if it were Omega and Hangman in the final. I won't be upset.
I would be. I would be so happy if Kenny Omega lost, like you said, right? If Kenny Omega lost and then Kenny cut a promo saying, you know what, I lost. That just proves how serious this tournament is. And definitely a tag team wrestler like Hangman is not going to survive his match. And then Hangman does. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's all this respect now, right? So I think that's a good way to go with it, I think, for sure. Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to it. We got MJF in the ring here. He calls out Chris Jericho. Goodness sakes. He has got a jacket for Sammy, and it is huge, and I would fucking rock it, man. I would love that jacket. It would fit me like a glove. Like when Homer Simpson was fucking going to clown college, and they were all trying on those funny pants, and he's like, I've never had a pair of pants fit me so well in my whole life, right? Like, I feel like that would be my moment right there, right? It would just be like, that's a fucking sweet jacket, Dez. And I would just be strutting down the street there. Man, prematurely balding fans, MJF, listen here, asshole. I'm not prematurely balding. Okay, this is right on time. I'm fucking 37. This is when it's supposed to happen. All right, this isn't premature at all. I'm not like fucking like 15 or 19 or 20 or something. So please believe. I like the ratings ruler. I love MJF, man. MJF is so good. MJF is just a funny fucking guy. For him to come out and call himself the ratings ruler, brutalist nickname, like it was supposed to be just so bad. Chris there just, crickets, just commenting to listen to the crickets. Like, nobody likes it, man. You're fucking failing here. You're bombing hard. But honestly, he is on fire. MJF hit every note here. We're both, we're freaking predators, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I love his promo here, his call out to Chris. Some good swerves. I love getting his smile back. Holy fuck, I was laughing so hard I could barely take notes during this. You know what I mean? I had to go back and watch
Lots of genuine laughs in this.
Honest to God, it was so much. It's the chemistry here is so good. It was like you're watching Triple D with Dezzie and Dean or something, right? So I love the fact that he's like swerving to ask, but then he finally asked to join the inner circle, potentially, somewhat, maybe, right? Hey, we'll ask your friend about it later. What was it? Yeah, I love that. Fucking for a steak dinner. I love that. Fucking, that was so good. You're on at the restaurant and Hager and Wardlow staring down. I could feel Dean's sweat there just coming down. I could just be like, oh my God, this is going to be something like the big fucking meat show here on Triple D, man. That's what I'm waiting for here. Obviously, like you said, this was the biggest part of the night. This was a huge part of the night. What was your take on fucking these two masters of the microphone?
Definitely the highlight of the show. I enjoyed every second of this. Like I say, MJF, he's so good. I don't know. Love you too, Liz. Catch you on Flip. But yeah, I love MJF. Everything he does, says is absolutely fantastic. Like the playing off Sammy, like say with a big jacket, on about look at Jericho, look at his body, look at his hair. Can I touch it? I loved all that, and he's like, Jericho's like, cut the shit, come on, you promised us an announcement. Yeah. And then you say, I likes the ratings ruler stuff, like you say, on purpose, lame. I liked how he said, we're both on top of our game, but we've never gotten physical. And then did you hear the guy in the crowd who just shouted, let's get physical at top of his voice, like one dude, and I was laughing so hard at that. Proper, you can aim 20 rows back, just screamed it, let's get physical. And I love the old banter with so imagine you're at home, Chris, watching Animal Planet, and Chris is like, I hate Animal. He's almost trembling, passion of I hate Animal Planet. And MJF's like, okay, that's very specific. Okay, it's not under the Turner umbrella, referring to the owners of TNT and stuff. So wrestlers at the side, the crowd, genuinely real laughter there. And I laughed myself. That was MJF, so good. And I liked how it danced around the subject of, because it's always been, do you want to join the inner circle? Do you want me to join? Like, for no, he don't want to say it, so it were like, I want to go for a jog, no, he's like, come on, swallow your pride, come on in.
Just do it,
you know what I mean?
do it.
Yeah, join the inner spirit of child, find my smile again. He's like, stupid, dumb. Awesome, fantastic work. And then even at the end, he's like, in theory, I might want to join the inner circle. So still didn't ever get it out. And then they're going to meet for a Jericho teased like a bit of a brawl. We've never met. We're going to meet one-on-one for a steak dinner. So they're going to talk about it. So I'm hoping that is a full segment next week of these two in the restaurant, back and forth. That'll be more gold. This was absolutely fantastic. Jericho, top of his game, always has been. MJF he's so good now that I just think he's already on the way to be one of the greats, especially when it comes in terms of heels. That he's just so good. It's like you create the perfect wrestler, like heel, like the talk side of it, in a lab.
Yeah.
This is what you get, you know?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And it's such a shame without spoiling the rest of the show. This was the highlight. It sort of fell down from here. But I think even if the next 3 matches were great, this was awesome.
But stay tuned in. Don't leave us, please. Fucking,
don't leave us, because, we're going to do some Cody bashing.
Come on.
We know you like
that. Don't go anywhere, Johnny. We love you, man. We love you, Johnny. All right. So going on, we got Britt Baker with Shivani in a spa. This was fucking awesome. Rebel comes in with this flip chart here. Tony getting waxed is, man, God love Tony for the work he's doing here. Like these guys said, it must be just so fucking fun to work there. The ideas, the things that they're doing. You know, they get a lot of shit for being, too indie at times and just sort of not having a lot of direction. And it shows, a lot of the rough edges show. But then you get these gems like this is so fucking good, man. I thought that was so cool. So good for Britt there. Britt in action next week, so we'll see who she's going to be taking on. And, man, honestly, the pool is pretty deep. Even their enhancement talent is full of up-and-coming wrestlers. So it's cool, man. I'm good either way.
When she was doing the chest waxing bit, you could see her genuinely laughing, like trying to hold it back. You could see her like she was corpsing, she's like having some fun. But Britt was great. All delivery throughout this. She knows this character now, inside out. After the failed face, being the baby face of the company, to going down this route and it being at first it was a bit janky, but now she knows this character inside out. I love her delivery. Absolutely love her delivery. She's very engaging and I enjoy it when she's on the screen, and I'm looking forward to getting back up to speed because we're getting to later. Shida deserves a decent opponent. Yeah. With some star power, and Britt Baker's there, man. So yeah. Great little segment.
Yeah, absolutely.
She knows what she's doing.
Absolutely. Okay, now we're looking at. Oh no! What's the time? What's time now? What's going on here? What's happening? Dun 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 dun. It's the Triple C. It is the Cody Climax Club with Dezzie and Dean. As you can see, Cody has joined and taken over the program. So let us know if it's A or B here. I think we're going to let's go with B for now. So now we are here. It is the Cody Championship. It is the Cody title, Triple C time. Orange Cassidy is in the hot seat this week here. And actually, Cody locked up. Cody locked up with Orange Cassidy like he said he would. Man, my goodness. I talk so much shit about Cody. Okay, we bust on Cody so much here because he is the omnipotent Prince of Pro Wrestling. He's everything, and he is so much. Now give Cody his fucking John. Now give Cody his badge. We totally will, John. We absolutely will give Cody his badge. But oh my gosh, okay, there's this. I tried to take notes during this match here. Dark Order kicking out at ringside here. There was so much going on. This huge reverse suplex by Cody off the top rope. Like I said, I'm watching this match. I'm enjoying the shit out of it. I'm coming back to my phone, trying to take notes when I can. But like you said, you're looking away. You got to watch back. So for a while, I'm just watching the match and enjoying it. Fucking sexy Cody, man. Oh, it's sexy Cody, man. Let me tell you, when he wears those trunks, those silver tights, it's just like, okay, I'm good. I'm done. I don't know, man. It's just distracting. It distracts me from the wrestling when he's got his top form out there. There was a crazy beach break on the apron. holy fuck, close call in the beach break in the ring here. Like, come on, man. Nobody would have gotten mad if fucking Orange Cassidy had won the championship here. Nobody would have been pissed off if Cassidy take the title here and it became the new chapter of the championship, because we don't want this to become the R-Truth title where Cody becomes the 46th champion here. You know what I mean? Like, just let's get it off Cody here soon. But my God, that finish, man, this was cool to me. This was something awesome to me. I liked it really a lot because I was like really intent on watching this match here. The mousetrap pin, and it was so well timed that the ref couldn't put his hand down for the 3. So it was a time limit draw. And I know I say a lot of shit about Brandy's husband, okay? But wow, he can work like a fucking working worker who's off his break and ready to work, man. This guy's a fucking worker, okay? That's worker.
Well, the first 2/3 of this match, I'm like, what's this doing for either of them, really? You know, like I wasn't sure, like we about OC having lost before. I thought, well, you're not going to win, but I suppose the best you can ever hope from Cody is a draw, really. So I'll give you that. And I will talk about that, the timing on that finish. At 6 seconds left, they were in a crossroads position. So for it to be perfect to the point where 1 second were all I needed for the pin, that timing, you can't deny. 2 fantastic workers. That was amazing. But what frustrated me throughout the match, obviously, I'll start with Cody coming out, smelling his own farts as usual. More pyro than the entire roster combined. The whole budget for the entire roster, more pyro. Of course, Brandy's there. Of course she is. But Cody,
to be successful, she has to have her hand in.
Cody performed a suplex on OC. And he's selling last week's match, the injuries. So Cody does a suplex on Orange Cassidy, and he's like, oh, my neck hurts. 2 minutes later, eats a stun dog millionaire, a stunner where the person is elevated. A deadly move in wrestling, a stunner. Hits that, no-sells it, stands up, doesn't even drop, and then next second he's doing a cut on a front turnbuckle. So the only person who can even hurt Cody is Cody.
The Cody Cutter.
Yeah. So the only person who can even hurt Cody is Cody himself. That hurt is doing his own suplex, hurting more than eating a stun dog millionaire. I'm like, dude. I know, like most weeks we'll bash Cody, and then I'll say something nice about him to balance it because of how much respect I've got for him. Nah, man, he just annoyed the hell out of me. In this show. No, he's doing his press ups and he's on about, oh, I had dark hair. We were saying last week, oh, people said you might go a different way because you've got dark hair. You might go heelish. It was full heel in this match again. Pure heel. Yeah. 100%. Press ups, posing. I'm like, dude. And at the beginning of the match, he's like hyping the crowd, walks round again, hypes them, walks round again. Cody, you are in the ring. We are so hyped. The world is hyped because you're here. Just relax. So I feel like I'm getting a bit wound up at him, but the dude, man, check yourself, bro, man. His fucking ego's well out of control. It's insane.
Look, I watched a documentary on the WWE Network this past week when I was waiting for the boys to come over, and it was WrestleMania Rewind, and it was WrestleMania 18 when Triple H got his World Championship match, and so they talked about the build up to that, and it was just like watching Cody. Right now, it was totally Cody. And I was watching Stephanie cut a promo talking about Triple H. And I swear to God, you could close your eyes and you could just like sync up Brandy talking about how like
wrestling has more than one royal family does. It reminds us every week. And I like how it's long-winded. Entrance, like it's so long-winded. It's like, dude. You know what I mean? No wonder he needs a 20-minute time limit. Everyone else was 60-minute title matches. He needs 20 minutes because he's got to fucking walk in and smell his own ass for fucking 40 minutes beforehand.
I'm sorry. Who had a really long entrance? Who was notoriously long entranced? Triple H. Oh my gosh. What is this? What's going on here?
Triple C.
Really, do you not get it, Cody? Do you not understand it? The Cody Climax Club. We fucking love you here. But God, man, there's only so much. You know, Porno actresses, man, porno actors. You can only take so much before you just have to say stop for a while. Can we just have a sandwich? Can I have some water, please? Can you just like leave the room for a while, longer than 5 weeks? I need a break. Let my holes heal. Fuck.
Did you notice when he wrapped, because he was working Orange Cassidy's leg off for a while, when he wrapped it around the ring post, there were genuine boos from quite a big part of the audience. And then I heard the wrestlers on the side going, Cody, like, oh shit, the fucking Moss is getting booed. Cody. But they were genuine boos from the crowd who were like, no, he's a bigger babyface. And I think we're starting to enjoy him. I think me and you have been saying this about Cody for a while, but when you sort of go online and you like Instagram or whatever, there's a lot of comments that are like, Cody turned into Triple H. And a lot of fans are echoing the same thoughts. It's not us who are just seeing it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I wonder when he's going to see it. Well, he don't give a shit, does he?
I don't think he ever does. I don't think he does give a shit, man. I think that's the thing here, right? I think that's the thing is we're going to see him turn into this, I don't know, man. You know,
glad Lisa's gone.
I always hope, that's why I was trying to rush through the beginning. I was trying to rush through the beginning so she could see the Triple C. I think she would have loved this.
Well, she could watch it when she gets home and have a knock one out over these pictures of Cody at bottom.
Knock one out? Fucking Dean, man. Okay. All right, you dodgy C. Here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going on with the show here. We're getting some order back here. Yeah, that's right. Triple D back here now. Triple D back in the house. Whew. After that brushing with the Cody there, we lost our heads a little bit there. Sorry, everybody.
But awesome finish. Awesome finish. Awesome finish.
Truly.
Yeah, awesome finish.
Truly. I was fucking yelling at the TV like an old man there, just fucking shaking my hand, just fucking yelling at the TV here. We just got a viewer back in here. Let's just have a fucking look at we just ended the Triple C hour and we're back on the Triple D because that's what we do. We go back and forth here on Triple D. Archer and Mox pulled apart by the staff. You know Cody would have been able to fight them all off. What the fuck, you guys? You're going to let a couple of guys in your staff fucking hold you guys apart? Here's Brandy and Cody just pushing people away left and right, and you can't even hold off 5 people? That's some bullshit, man. I don't know. What else can you say? What else can you say? It was just some bullshit, right? Matt Hardy and family are at the show. That's pretty cool to see them all out there. I thought it's nice how... it's funny, even Jim Ross made the comment right during the show, during one of the matches where he's like, oh, they're fighting in the cheap seat. No, those are actually the really good seats there. But that's cool. I like the format. Like, it's honest to God, man. Like, it's such a pro wrestler's dream that it all fell together like it did with the Khan family, with AEW the way it has. Like, this family has so much money, and they have this perfect facility that's already existing. Like, this amphitheater that was used for God knows what kind of fucking plays or whatever it was used for before it became the hub for pro wrestling, like the mecca of pro wrestling in North America now. Sorry, Vince. Your fucking Thunderdome isn't doing it, I guess. But no, really, man, this thing is like, it's open air. So for COVID, it's great. Like, how many people can they fit in there? Like 150 or something? I don't know. It's something. But it's enough anyways, right? Like John, how many people were there with you live when you fucking saw the show? It must have been a decent group because it sounds awesome. Like we said, you could hear people and it adds to that feeling. You can feel that energy. Like when Chris Jericho came out and they sang his fucking song, I was singing in my living room, just having a ball, man. Like, it was great. Like, that's what you need for pro wrestling. That's why WWE, when the COVID first started, was so unwatchable for me. I just didn't watch it because there was nobody else in the room. And then they got the hockey boards in with the fans or with the other wrestlers. And that was kind of okay because you'd see reactions. But, I mean, shit, man. Like, you need... NXT's got it good. I like NXT's plan there where they've got people and then they got the sort of the screens up top of fans online. I thought that's kind of cool.
Yeah, AEW handled it perfect, I think. Like you say, with WWE, there were no one there, but the wrestlers in the ring are like cutting promos as if there is people there. That was so janky that it proper took me out of it. It was so difficult to watch.
It was so like watching a high school play.
AEW handled it the best right from the beginning. It had like a small indie show atmosphere. Like a lot of these guys will have wrestled with just 20 blokes at the outside of the ring. Just shouting, and that it gave you energy. And like you say, the next step now, we've got the crowd on the outside. We're getting more and more people there. We're getting the ambience, the noise. All we're missing now is the wall of fans at the hard cam. Actually physically seeing them react to spots. That's all we're missing yet, innit? And AEW, they framed it from the ramp, looking at the ramp for the hard cam. WWE still had the traditional, and WWE copied them and they changed to before the Thunderdome, they changed to the ramp
Right.
angle, didn't they? So that would
Yeah,
have
they
been
did, that's
literally
right.
taking a page out of their book.
Yeah. Fucking tell you, man. He should be taking more pages out of that book instead of trying to write his own. But so we got Hardy out there. Sammy Guevara shows up on screen here. I thought it was gonna be a debut of somebody new. Honestly, it looked like it was gonna be somebody new. The burning photos. I was like, okay, got my attention. What's happening? And it's Sammy, and I'm like, okay. He admits he's the one that took out his knee, and he's like, I'm behind all this. It's not over. And Hardy's pissed off, of course. So we're gonna see more of these guys. But honest to God, they're just gonna kill each other, man. I think Lee said it last night in the chat there. They're just going to fucking fight till they kill each other.
I think they just, I think they're gutted. They never got to have the match because of Matt's injury. They never got to that. I feel like that match would have been something special if it had gone on and finished like it was supposed to do. So I think they're upset they never got to have it and they want to have that match. So that's why this feud will continue until they can have a match wearing crash helmet.
Hopefully they make it through that fucking table spot okay this time.
Yeah, just missed it like that one.
Do we have to do it again? Hey, man, we have to do it all over.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do it properly this time.
That's right. So coming up here, we got an 8-man tag. Reach, Skirch. Wait, no, it's not an 8-man tag. It's a 4-way. It's a 4-way tag match next week. That's right, 4-way tag. So we got 4 teams of 2.
Like a raffle, wasn't it? Like a prize raffle at a country fair.
That's still an 8-man for fuck's sakes, man. Jeepers sakes, these guys aren't. Fuck, they're not even nothing. It's like, hey, it's different, guys. And they just spun me around and fucking gave me the same fucking thing, and it's like that's not the same. So we got this raffle going on. All the tag teams are up there, and I thought it was gonna work out for fucking Chaos Project for sure. Given the fucking spotlight they just had and the tear they've been doing on Dark, would have been nice to have them in here. So we got these 4 teams are going to be in the match next week. Winner goes on to face the tag team champions at Full Gear. We got Private Party. We have Silver and Reynolds representing the Dark Order. We got Butcher and Blade, and we got the Young Bucks. Now,
the annoying Young Bucks.
This is where I go on my little bit of a rant here because I talked about it earlier. Kenny and Paige are going to be the finals for this tournament, and this is how the Young Bucks are going to get their shot at FTR. Why are you tying up these vehicles and creating these things? I get it. It's pro wrestling. I get it. There's supposed to be stories. And sure. But you're already building this enough here. There's already enough of a story happening between the Bucks and FTR for fucking 4 years or whatever it's been. It's been written on the wall. And all they've been doing is interacting with each other left and right. So there's already something building there. Why do we have to believe now that the Young Bucks are going to... And I hope I'm wrong, man. Fucking, that'd be cool if somebody else won.
I don't think
so.
No.
Oh man, then they're swerving me so good. They're fucking using me up, like slap me around and fucking put that thing in my mouth because you're using me up really fucking nice.
Like I say, it's too obvious. It's too obvious. I hope they're better than that. It's like you say, they've already got the history and stuff. I think this could be good.
October 15th. Dean says, "I hope they're better than that." That's the quote. I'm gonna put it in one of the banners here. I hope they're better than that.
I hope there's Dark Order win. I hope 3 and 4 win. Silver and Reynolds, that's what I'd like to win, to be fair. See what happens, but it probably could be Young Bucks. But like I say, I'm not digging this heel turn of the Young Bucks. They're not like badass heels. They're just annoying, whiny douchebags. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't really want to. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't want. Why would you want heel Young Bucks versus heel FTR? It's almost don't make sense. It's like I don't know. But yeah. They probably will win, but like you say, if they win that and then Kenny and fucking Thing both get to the final of that, is it like
it's all elite wrestling, baby? What do you want?
Yeah, the execs are winning.
Yeah. I'm completely against this being a raffle, says John Howell. Wins and losses are supposed to matter. AEW never prides themselves in having a lottery to determine who gets title matches, except here we are. What happens when you want to be WWE light? Boom. This is what happens. We all suffer. Oh, crying Dez. Crying Dez, I swear to God. I don't know. Like you said, I hope that this is one of those things that's a swerve, and it's just to get people to say, look at me, it's just to weed out the people like me who are just ready to fucking hate on everything and say, I fucking knew they were going to fucking fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? But we'll see.
Butcher and Blade could win. They like Butcher looked really strong, didn't he? In his match the other week, and the part of the faction with Penta and such. So they could be a good shout for.
I think so. Shanna saying, where we wrestle, you don't need rules. And I want to wrestle where she's wrestling then, because
Shanna's from the streets. She's a gangster.
Streets. Boom, there we go. The Mean Street Posse. Here we go. We're going to bring it back, right? We should totally bring it back.
Mean Street Posse.
And then we got Big Swole versus Shida. Big Swole's first title shot. She's got a record of 10-3. She is the most serious, legit women titles contender they've got on the roster, in my opinion. Big Swole taking on Shida. This fucking two of the best wrestlers they have. My God, my expectations for this were higher than me on a fucking Tuesday morning. Wait, it's Thursday. Thursday morning, let me tell you that, man. Fucking, my God. And what happened? What the fuck happened here, man? There was a double kip up. Like, I was like, okay, come on, Dez. You fucking love these guys here. You want to see this match. Watch it with a clean mind. Watch it this morning here, ready to go. My God, man. Double kip up moment here. Shida did not make it up, but she made up for it with some brutal strikes. And then she taunts to the camera outside the ring, but has to, like, I don't know. Swole took too long to get
Took so long. Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of just like a, yeah, blah, blah, boom. And it's like, okay, come on now. Like, fucking, this is not looking. And then we're back from the commercial. Huge sunset flip powerbomb attempt by Big Swole, but she fell down too quick, and Shida did not. Looked messy, but then to make up for it again, like, you could tell that these fucking, God love them, man. They fucking tried. They were trying the best here. They definitely it just happened. Sometimes you have off night. She made up with a brilliant cutter to the outside of the ramp. That's what I like about AEW, having that ramp that's parallel to the ring there. So Swole was able to use the middle rope and swing outside of the ring and hit a brilliant cutter, awesome cutter on Shida there, and then doing it again off that second rope inside. I thought that was really awesome. Shida with a straightjacket suplex, but again, fuck, that looks sloppy, man. That did not look like a pin at all. The referee should have just said, like, hey, guys. Or fucking the referee should have just pulled her leg over her so the fucking shoulders would have been even, and then he could have counted at that point, for fuck's sakes. Like, I think it was done by... Remember how we fucking we're playing wrestling, and it's just like, you just can't click because shit just doesn't fucking click, and you're like, you know what, can we just not right now? I feel like this match, I would have been happy if it was just like, all right, you guys have a good night. I'm sorry. Peace out. We'll see you guys next week. We're going to fucking try this again. Swole hit her dirty dancing. The pin was off place. They were moving to get Shida to the ropes. Shida missed her knee strike to the back of the head, but then hit the one in the front. I fucking wish I had better notes than I did. I wish I watched more.
You've summed it up.
Right? No. I mean, like, I don't know, man. Fuck. I can't. Man, this, honest to God, I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed, and I think that's worse.
This was so scruffy and so awkward, and like botches all over. And I really feel like Big Swole's very limited. She's like 95% strikes. Even a finisher's a strike. The only like wrestling move I'd say she hit was that cutter, which was nice, but it followed a botch. Like, like these simple things that happened, and like Shida deserves a better opponent. Like, I think Big Swole got a bit found out in this match because, like, she just strikes, nothing else, and then all they're going about is a power, a strength, and it's like strength. She couldn't even hold over the Shida when she went over the top of it. We just, and like you say, they're looking over the shoulder. It just felt like bad pro wrestling the whole match, and like I love Shida. I love seeing her. But I think she deserves a better opponent to, because then she's more on a game. This was just a bit of a train wreck, really. And yeah, it's a shame. I'm glad Shida's still champ, but yeah, she definitely needs a better opponent. And I think that better opponent will be Baker when she's on back on the rise. And I think if anyone's realistically going to take the title off her, it's only Britt Baker, surely. But yes, this was. I feel like we've been really negative about the show, and like it's the anniversary show, it's supposed to be special important. But I mean, you got to call it how you see it, haven't you? You got to see, how you feel. This match, we're like,
yeah, it felt rather deflated. You know what I mean? It really did. The whole,
but
it was like cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so next week, hopefully we turn it all around, right? We got a 4-way tag contender match. That's going to be interesting, hopefully, something. Unless they really, my God, like I said, they could really make some surprises here, man. Like, really swerve on us here, AEW. Please, Tony, we know you're watching the show here. We know you have, those burner accounts on YouTube and you're watching our program. So please keep us in mind when you're making these choices for next week here. The Eliminator tournament starts next week. Chris Jericho and MJF having dinner. They're, dinner debonair. And we'll see what that exactly means. I think it's going to be like a Godfather-esque sort of really cool segment. It's going to be funny. You know what I mean? Above all else, it's going to be fucking funny.
I trust them. I trust them with it. Yeah, that's it. Should be gold. It should be pure gold.
Exactly. And I mean, obviously, people are like, oh, they're not wrestling. And it's like, okay, well, guy, it's called storytelling, for fuck's sakes. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to fucking fight somebody every single week, for fuck's sakes. Come on.
The best thing on this show was a non-physical segment.
Yep.
Do you know
Absolutely.
that it is part of wrestling like this? We like Dynamite because there's lots of wrestling. Whereas 3 hours of Raw, you might see 4 minutes of wrestling and lots of talking. It's like it's part of it. Talking is part of it. So you want the nice balance. We get a lot of wrestling on Dynamite, so I like these quality segments. I'm actually really excited for next week's show because regardless of how these matches come about, you've got matches are good when they've got stakes, not just stakes of who's going to win the belt, stakes that can lead down them lines. So like you say, the tag, an opportunity for a tag shot, the tournament starting. So next week's show, and with that steak dinner segment, next week's show shaping up to be quite a good one. Better than this one. It's almost like
the new start of like a new chapter almost, right? It's like a lot of new stories are starting off here. Oh, but fuck, never mind all that here. Boot, boot, doot, boot, doot. Next week, in 2 weeks, in 2 weeks' time, Cody versus Orange Cassidy. The TNT title rematch. It is happening. They couldn't get it done. They couldn't contain it yet, so it's going to happen now. Next 2 weeks, 2 weeks from now. Bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. I should not be the controller.
We had an announcement of Darby Allin at Full Gear, didn't we? We had that announcement as well. He were going to fight before the Cody and Orange Cassidy match on tonight's show, or last night's show.
Okay.
Darby Allin will fight whoever wins, for the... Which sort of flagged that it was obviously going to be Cody to win, but because he's got a draw against him, hasn't he?
We don't know that yet. Triple C right there. Shanna's loving the Triple C. Tell you, the Triple C, man, that's what we're all about here. It turns into Triple C, the Cody Climax Club, with fucking no warning. You got Cody up there, right way up there in the corner here. You got Cody all over the place. It's fucking Cody mania here. One of these days,
I'm glad up here that you're in between us.
Now I know. I'm gonna move you beside Cody now.
Are we the bread and you're the sexy filling? Yeah, is that what it is?
Hey, it's 2020. You guys are the lettuce, and I'm the sexy filling. Okay. You can't fucking have bread with sandwiches anymore, you bastard. You bastard.
What a bastard.
And Dean goes mild. Dean. That's awesome.
Shannon's
so we got
fire.
Eddie Kingston and Lucha Brothers getting ready here. And we got a backstage here. We're talking to Sean Spears. He's talking about Scorpio Sky. And what the fuck? Like, I didn't realize that Sean Spears was fucking chasing Scorpio Sky at all. But he says Scorpio...
a moment or something.
owes him a moment. He's going to collect, so...
His moment will be beating Sean Spears, no doubt. That'll be the moment we get. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Thank goodness he's still relevant, though. You know what I mean? Because man, he's still got he still has Tully there, and he has that glove there, so he's ready to go. Sean Spears, man, honestly, the luckiest man in the world for reasons that don't involve owing moments or whatever the fuck he's on right now. That's for sure.
I'd rather just him like his storyline could be like him upset at Tully, put it, back in an actual. Like good going more down FTR route. Like you don't see him with Sean Spears. Like that'd be good for him to just be like to have something with that. Tully, you're supposed to be my mentor, my guide, and you're focusing on them guys. I were with you first. Blah blah blah. At least that could be some sort of interesting. Especially since Tully would always try to find him a tag partner, and face FTR.
Did they retcon this stalking story here Very possibly here. We'll see, because like I said, yeah, I don't know. We'll see, because I don't know what they're gonna do with Shawn Spears now, but fuck, I'd like to see him actually pair
Maybe
up
he could
now,
get the other glove and have a pair of them. Oh my god, the possibilities.
Holy fuck.
The possibilities. I'll just completely roll it, wear one boot. Just go with it. Something in it.
Holy fuck, Dean.
He won't get one win, I'll tell you that.
The end of Shawn Spears' storyline is him finding another glove.
It's like, it's here. Fucking found it. We're under the couch. Fuck's sake. I've been looking for this for ages. Damn. Fucking hell, I don't know.
Oh,
but yeah,
no,
Scorpio
man.
Sky will beat him because Scorpio Sky's shit up. And Scorpio Sky should be higher up more on Dynamite a hell of a lot more. As a single star, not as SCU.
Yeah, absolutely. He showed that to us in the past for sure.
Yeah,
man, yeah, I hope he definitely does take past him because this just isn't worth his time for sure. So now we got the main event here, the main event for the
lame
AEW.
Event.
Oh, there we go, the lame event.
Keep it going. Negative showing it. We've just got to roll with it. This one underwhelming as well. Sorry, mate. Let you get stuck in.
So we got Moxley versus Archer. Okay, Archer smashes through plate glass here. Archer's here. He's got that sweet Lemmy beard on. Moxley with the paradigm shift to start off this match right off the bat. Near fall. Wouldn't that have been something? After fucking all this buildup, if Archer came in and lost to one paradigm shift, that would have been something, let me tell you. We got some near falls here. That's funny. JR says it's Mox's world outside, and Eddie Kingston laughs. And then, JR, it's not always about you, Yeah, we get it, you're a tough guy, but you don't have to fucking, other people can also be good at these things, right? I thought that was funny. But I have a serious question here. I have a serious question for you. Ready for this? I have a question for everybody watching this at home. Question for everybody tuned in here. What was Lance Archer's tramp stamp before he got it blacked out into that shitty graveyard?
It looks stupid, doesn't it? That big block of black.
I think it said Juicy or Monster. But I think Tribal Butterfly is my vote. Tribal Butterfly. I think I had Tribal Butterfly.
Yeah, it must have covered some up because it don't look good. You wouldn't just ask for that block, would you? It's not the best look.
Well,
but yeah, the monster Lance Archer. So, I've got a title match. I'll just bleach my hair and get my shiniest pants out. Such a monster. Beast.
Hey, I fucking love his ring gear. Okay, I love Lance Archer. Just don't get me started on that. But I just got to ask about the tattoo because if it was supposed to be a graveyard, fuck man, there's fucking way better ways to tattoo graveyards on your back than 3 big black mounds and 2 crosses sticking out of them. I swear to God. Unless it's supposed to be the silhouette of Jesus' crucifixion then.
Maybe it was some...
Shanna, definitely a dolphin tramp stamp. There we go.
Maybe it was a bird's name because my Uncle Harry told me if you get a woman's name on, you always start high up so you can cross it out and go below, for your next one. But it was funny, actually. He had Tracy, Sonia, Mary, all over his body.
When you said bird, I thought you meant Blue Jay, just above his asshole there. Cultural differences. Cultural differences. Was there a sale on blonde dye this week? There actually was. Yeah, I think there was.
His roots, Shanna. Yeah. Ginger
so
roots.
I got to redo. I have to redo for my roots are showing now.
Look how much you love Cody.
Thin my hair is. Right? I know. The guy fucking... I'm going to dye... I was just ready to dye my hair black, so thank God he just didn't do that again, or I'd look like a true fool then, but we'll see.
It looks better blonde than black.
The Dean Midgley story.
Swing and a miss.
Right? They can't all be singers, man. They can't all be singers. So I saw the pounce, that wicked pounce. I love that move when you go off, push the one guy off one rope, you come off the side rope there, and you just shoulder tackle the shit out of him. Monty Brown, obviously from the old days of TNA, that was wicked. Archer cannonball sent on off the apron. Wow, man, this guy is huge. This is when I wrote. I could hear Dean sweating after that move there, after that huge ass cannonball sent on there. This big man.
It's in my notes, yeah.
meat colliding.
He's 6'8". He's a big dude, man, to be doing stuff like that.
Right? He's got to be at least 350 pounds, man. Jeez.
He's not Tom Rawson. Maybe 2 a.m.
Fucking Rawson, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Okay.
That's a reference on WWE, the game. Rawson's character, even though he's like tiny, weighs 320 pounds and none of us can lift him up. Don't know why he set his weight so high. It's like you try to lift him up and he just back goes.
It's a good tactic, man. Nobody can lift you up.
Not a bad shout, actually.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Okay, here we go. So Kingston this is a funny line here. Kingston says Moxley went to the land of entertainers and he was supposed to bring us all with him, but he didn't. And then they talked about Archer, the current the goings on, the entanglement between Archer and Kingston. Are we really gonna say I have a relationship with this guy? I love that line, man. Kingston is so fucking hilarious on the microphone. Eddie was having a great time up there. Huge, beautiful clothesline from Moxley, going outside looking for chairs, tosses that chair at Archer's head, like just throws it at him. Doesn't give a shit. Moxley going for that Pepsi drop, man. Gonna hit that Pepsi drop on that chair. Instead, we got a huge chokeslam by Archer onto 2 chairs. And man, did those chairs ever spread apart like butt cheeks, man. It was just like, bang. Out of here.
Yeah, he slammed him so hard that they just disappeared off screen, didn't they, in both directions?
Just shot apart, man. Just shot apart. Okay, and then Moxley, chair around his neck here. Actually, it looked like Moxley was in a lot of trouble here. He got a chair wrapped around his neck, and he ended up reversing it and got a knee bar on Archer after that drop toe hold. Really cool wrestling here. Archer making it to the ropes with the help of Jake the Snake and crawled out of the ring, escaping the knee bar. No rope breaks, right? So the referee couldn't do anything when he made it to the rope, so he had to call out the ring.
Pulled them both out. Yeah, just pulled them both out.
And Moxley going for his trademark dive, except the suicide dive, but he was stopped by a trash can. I thought that was awesome. I just started yelling, everybody dies at this point right here. Archer brings him back to the apron in front of the tables here. Moxley low blows him. Paradigm shift off the apron through the 2 tables. North American tables are much bigger than New Japan tables, I said. Because I think we've seen this spot before. It was a little bit deja vu moment here. I think a lot of this match was. Huge paradigm shift, though, and he kicked out of it. Holy shit, man. The Bulldog choke, awesome, man. That was awesome spot there for him to get out of that. Hits the blackout, and fuck, this was a good finish, man. I really like to finish this match here. I think he hit that, the way he hit his finish here, I thought he was going to fucking pin him. Moxley slid out of the pin, rolled him up, and retained his championship. I don't know, man. I had fun with the match. It was the show's up and down, but I liked the match from what I saw. And I found another gummy egg. Fucking gummy eggs, man. Does anybody want gummy eggs? Let me know if you want some gummy eggs, because I got fucking 3 of them right now. I can make
just loose. Got some loose. Just found them on the table. Just loose, covered in dog hairs and all sorts of shit. Do you want one? Yeah.
Yeah. You want a gummy omelet?
Keep them in my pocket. Yeah.
I'll send them to anybody. I'll mail these 3 loose gummies. I'll even put them in a Ziploc if you want them.
Yeah, now he'll put them in a Ziploc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this match, it was physical. We knocked each other about a bit, but I think I was really hyped. And with it being no DQ, I just felt, and at the anniversary show, world title, I think I was just expecting a bit too much. Well, no, not really too much. I was expecting
they
more.
Built up for 3 weeks, man.
Yeah.
Like this
I was
so
expecting
much
a lot more, so I just felt a little bit let down, a little bit underwhelmed. But Archer, because it's a roll-up, he kicked out a multiple. I like the start because he had a paradigm shift straight away. Kicked out a multiple finishes. Lance Archer, even though he's lost, he even attacked Moxley after the bell, didn't he? Like Archer still looks like a beast. And I feel like there's a better match out there for him. This is really exciting.
I don't think they're gonna taste like. Well, sorry, but Shanna's asking, "What the fresh hell?"
They're gonna taste eggs? Like your hands, I think.
So they're gonna taste like eggs.
It's been molested for the last half an hour. Anyone want these? Anyone want these?
Anybody want this right here? Come on, anybody.
Pre-squished, pre-chewed, pre-licked, all sorts, whatever you want. There you go. Now it's worth something. Now the ladies do want it. Here we go. What's the comments come flying in?
I just put too many gummies in my mouth.
The Des Lorraine story. There we go. But yeah, so I enjoyed it and did enjoy bits, but I just feel like ever so slightly underwhelmed. Yeah, a bit of that. But obviously, when someone's
a bit of what? Read it for
beast.
fuck's sakes, man. Read it for fuck's sakes. I'm chewing here. Shanna saying there were too many kickouts after finishers. Their moves felt a bit diminished. Or were they just two mega stars colliding?
Well, I think you can forgive it with Archer because he's pushed like this month, you know, literally a Murder Hawk monster. So I'll forgive that a touch. And like, Mox still at it and used the momentum of the bounce to roll him up. So I know what you mean. I suppose Mox rolling him up out of that's better than Mox just kicking clean out, just out of it, you know, I think. But yeah, just a bit underwhelmed. But I think that sums up the whole show. A bit underwhelmed. Oh, we can talk about what happened after the match, so because then Moxley, Lance Archer pissed off, attacked Mox, and Eddie Kingston said, "Get down there, boys." Sent Lucha Bros down. Hits him with Phoenix hits him with a chair. Archer's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Jake's like, "Leave it, let's go." And then we had Eddie Kingston saying, "You didn't make me tap. I didn't tap. You still owe me. I'm still gonna get you. I never quit," you know. And then he chucked him out, didn't he? So there's more there, like how Eddie Kingston had just lost. And then, right, you're away from that, you know, get away from that scene. I like how he's still in the mix. I like how lots of people are feuding with lots of people all at the same time. And that's what you want. It feels more alive then as a roster, as a, you know.
Yeah.
So I like that. But I still enjoyed the show. I think it's just the standard's so high from him now.
Yeah, it is. It's so high. Higher than Dean on a fucking Thursday. So, Liam here saying, why does Cody change his hair more times than his pants? That's a good call here because he does change his hair a lot.
He looks a twat with black hair. Oh, Jericho's gone. I've just knocked Jericho into the shark's belly.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, sorry.
What's in there anyways? What are you finding in there? Some old sandwiches? What's in the shark's belly?
There's some gummy eggs. Do you want some? Covered in fluff.
Fuck off. You son of a bitch. You don't have any gummy eggs in there, you bastard. Because
you haven't sent me any through post.
Fucking asshole.
I have been in pork peas anyway. Not this time.
All right. Jericho's got the titles back. Yeah, I've actually got a couple of Chris Jericho figures in the mail. I'm hoping I can pick them up soon here. All right. Well, with that that is that's
on that
the show.
Bombshell.
Everybody. On that bombshell. You guys, thank you so much for taking for part of the show here, for being with us here on the program. You guys enjoy yourselves, and we will see you next week here on Triple D Dynamite with Dezzie and Dean.
Boom. Maybe more positive next week.
Well, I missed the bump and I missed the hit. Well, I missed that psychedelic trip. Well, I didn't quit. I just ran out of money. Give me another drink and I'll tell ya, I ain't feeding no lines. But that girl you knew last summer, well, she was out to kill your mind. And now you're home and defensive, like a dog gone in a bone.
Lacey, the genius.
The best wrestler around,
right.
No denying it.
I love Dean Christ so much.
Dean Christ.
Bless you all. Except this dodgy cunt.
I don't think Jesus called people dodgy cunts.
He did.